if it wasn't on TV, I wasn't gonna go search for it. It was just if it was on, I watched it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I never really got into it. Like, I could watch the original series
At any time.
Avatar, anytime, yeah. But I can't really. I was never able to get into Legend of Korra. I mean, I know they had. It was like, it was cool that it sort of carried on the stuff that was happening in the old seasons, like how Aang started to do airbenders and that there was that island.
Yeah, but it was really late into it because like, well, he already died obviously because she was crowned Avatar, but what's her name? I can't even think of the love relation. Aang and what's her face? Katara. She was like already 90 some years old and she was living off because they go visit her in one episode, and she tells about Aang and all this stuff, but it was just
Toph
weird.
Dead? I know there was like the metal benders were a thing now.
They learned it from Toph.
Yeah,
like
was
Toph
she
was the
alive?
first one.
Still?
I don't know. Like they were all like if she was alive, it wasn't like she was doing anything because she was so old.
I always thought it was weird that no one tried metal bending before that, or like no one was able to do it. I feel like it could have been done. Like Boomy could have done it. I feel like.
I feel like he did do it, did he not? When he was trapped around and they had him in
I thought he would
the coffin or whatever?
I thought he would, and I watched it, but he didn't.
Oh.
Like, he could still earthbend. Like, he goes, his arms were tied, but he used his chin.
Yeah.
So he could still earthbend, because his face was out, but he didn't bend the metal. Which I was waiting for it to happen when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like 2 days ago. But I was waiting for that to happen, because I thought it did. It looked so familiar.
Yeah.
Like, I was waiting, because I knew he got out of it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't metal bend.
He just kind of, to get out of it. I don't remember. I know that was like the big thing. And then they had like the arenas of like battling each other in Korra, which I wasn't like.
I was gonna say they did that in when I first met Toph. That's where they were.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was an earthbending.
Oh, I guess
Fighting
I didn't even
thing.
think
But
about
it was
that.
only one episode. It wasn't like a constant thing that happened.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, it was.
I think that was more underground, and like in Korra, it felt like it was more.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it's televised in a way. Not really, but.
Yeah, it was more public of an event.
Yeah, it was public knowledge.
I don't know. I didn't really like that whole setup of benders fighting in like an arena. I mean, it makes sense that it would happen, but I don't like how much the show focused on it.
Yeah, it definitely did draw away from like what Avatar built and the whole story of everything. It kind of was just like, this is gonna be our story, is battling through a arena.
I don't remember a whole lot from the show.
It was pretty boring.
That's what I never really got into it.
I don't think I finished it.
I don't think I did either. After I finished watching the third season soon, I might go into it just if I feel like I need more Avatar.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It'd probably be cool to watch like the first like season maybe, and then I probably wouldn't go any further.
Did they do multiple seasons?
I thought it was 3. I'll look it up right now, but I thought it was 3.
I don't think they got that many seasons. It might have been 2. I don't remember.
There is 2 for sure, because when I typed it in, there was I was wrong, but I was closer. There's 4 seasons.
There's 4.
Yeah.
I didn't know it ran that long.
It did. It ran. Wow. It went from, let's see here. Season 1 was 2012, so it was only 2 years. That's kind of funny. The last episode was called Endgame.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, but I don't know. Then maybe I might watch that. That seems like a lot of commitment, though. If it's 4 seasons, I was thinking if it's 1 season, I might just watch it just to cap off.
Yeah, and I think they're each 12 episodes.
Yeah, but
oh no, season 2 is 14, season 3 is 13, and season 4 is 13.
Oh, so they're all around the same. That's not that many. I don't know. The original ones were more like 20 episodes, because I know the last episode of book 2 was a 2-part with 19 and 20. That's the only reason I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 20 episodes. But those are, I don't know. There's some really good episodes, and there's a couple bad ones.
I think every show has a couple bad. Like, I don't think there's any show where there's literally every episode's been an amazing episode. Especially when you have let's see, season 3 is 20, season 2 is 20, and season 1 I imagine is 17 or 20 as well.
Well, I don't know. But it's weird that there's a lot more good episodes that I completely forgot about. Like the Tales of Ba Sing Se one, where they all make it into the city. They all make it in there without knowing each other's there.
Yeah.
Like Azula and her friends Ty Lee and May, they show up there to take over the Earth Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The Avatar and all them show up. Aang and Katara and Sokka and Toph all show up to search for Appa.
Yeah, because he got stolen when they were in that library, right? And the library sank because of the owl or whatever.
Yeah. And then Zuko and Iroh both come in as refugees.
Mm-hmm.
So they all end up in the same city without knowing each other there.
And that's when that lizard lady comes in too. The lady with that rides the thing, and the guy that shoots the beam out of his head comes in too.
The guy that shoots the beam out of his head, that hasn't happened yet to where I am. He showed up, but that's in the next season.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, but I thought it was in the Earth Kingdom, right? Because Katara gets trapped in that jail with whoever.
With Zuko.
Yeah.
No.
That's
a different episode.
Okay.
The guy with the beam shooting out of his head, that's after that. Because in that cell was where Aang fought against Azula.
Yeah.
And got struck by lightning.
Oh yeah, and then Katara carries him out.
Yeah, and he was
through the water.
And he was presumed dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of did die, but she had the magic water from the northern oasis with the northern water tribe.
Yeah. Wasn't that the water from the spirits?
The spirit pool, yeah. That's why. But he was gone. They said that he was actually gone, and without that special water, he wouldn't have been able to come back. But that's when that guy with the beam out of his head shows up. I haven't gotten quite to that part yet. The last episode was where Zuko hired him. Because Zuko's having him kill the Avatar just to clean up the loose end there. Because Azula told their father that Zuko killed the Avatar.
Yeah.
So that if he survived, it wouldn't be her fault. Which doesn't make any sense why he wouldn't just say that she did it. Like, when he first brought it up, it was
because it was always his thing, and it was to gain back the respect of his father.
Yeah, but he didn't tell his father that he did. Azula told him.
Yeah.
So when he said that to him, and he said that your greatest achievement was slaying the Avatar, and he reacted, but he should have said that Azula did it.
I think it was because he thought she was being nice to him for once and finally getting his back. So it was her way of playing him, and then he thought it was her being good to him.
Maybe, I don't know. But it just seemed, I don't know, I feel like if he would have said that, it would have her father would have looked into it further.
Yeah.
Her father would have looked into it about being, why she would say that.
Or if he's actually dead.
Well, he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have no proof.
I know. But he's gonna show back up.
Yeah, obviously.
So, I don't know. And then there was that one scene where they first get to the Fire Nation, where it's basically Footloose, where the students aren't allowed to dance, and they throw a dance party, and the dance party gets busted.
Yeah. Okay. I've never seen Footloose, but.
I haven't either. I just know the concept.
Oh. Okay.
Where people in a town aren't allowed to dance.
Are Sokka and Sugi together in this yet?
Yes and no.
Okay, so they're talking, but they're not
they're
actually
not
together.
Official or anything. Sokka's still struggling to get over what's her name?
Oh, the Ice Princess or the Northern Water Tribe Princess, not the Ice Princess.
Whatever her name was, she was in one episode. But no, she shows up now and again because she's the moon spirit.
Yeah, the moon spirit. So
she shows up every once in a while. But what I thought happened was she gave the life back. I don't know why. What I was expecting to happen was that the moon spirit would just come back.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be alive again. But she took its place, kinda. The fish is still alive, and the fish is the moon spirit.
Yeah.
But her soul still exists.
I think it was just a way to write her back. I don't know.
She shows up every once in a while.
Yeah.
But it's not. Yeah. I don't know.
And then I guess it gives it gives an already familiar face, and the reason for this person being it is it's because she gave her life for the fish. So it does work.
It makes sense. The what's his name? Long Fang was on my Snapchat story. Long Fang is Clancy Brown. It's the same voice that does Lex Luthor, and that really struck me because I was like, I was just listening to it the whole episode, and like towards the end, I realized that.
That's funny.
And then I couldn't hear it any differently than just being Lex Luthor talking, which made me kind of root for him to be Azula. But Azula's such a, it's a great character. She's a great character. Because you hate her. Every second she's on screen, there's no redeeming qualities to her. She's just an awful person.
Yeah. It's definitely, a bad guy you root for, though.
I don't root for Azula.
Oh. I kind of did. And then near the end where she was breaking down, I was like, oh, this is just kind of sad.
It is sad. Her whole story is sad. If you look back at it from, like, the end, and you look over it, her whole point, her whole purpose ends up being meaningless. Like, she gets Fire Lord.
Yeah, and it meant, like...
But it doesn't mean anything. They don't take her seriously as much.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cares, because, like...
And all her friends already left at that point because of how she was.
And she fires all of her servants, including those two ladies that, like, their advisors.
That's because she thought they were against her. Yeah, but
I don't know. She just the whole show is an awful person. Like Zuko has, even from the beginning, where he's still clearly a bad guy at that point, from in every episode, you can still see redeeming qualities.
There's one episode where he's good.
I'm saying, like, from the very beginning, there's always redeeming qualities there, even when he's not, even when he's clearly in the wrong. But I don't know. Azula's just always been bad.
Yeah. I like the Blue Mask episode. I always remember that as being like... Spirit? As being a really good episode.
Oh, yeah. He shows up... Yeah, that's...
Because that's where he takes off the mask and it's him, and it's like...
Yeah, because he went and saved Aang from capture. And then Aang saved him.
Yeah, so it was like a nice...
Yeah, and then he found out who he was. But...
Yeah, but it was still... That was really cool to see.
His motivation for it wasn't the best, though. He was doing it because he didn't want Admiral Chow, whatever his name
was. To get the credit for it.
To get the credit, yeah. He wanted to capture the Avatar. So he wasn't doing it to save Aang. He was doing it
for
himself. But still.
It was still really cool to see it. I liked it. I thought that episode was always cool.
I don't know. It was... There's another episode that's just Zuko that I completely forgot about. It's where he goes to an Earth Kingdom little village.
Oh, yeah, and he meets that kid.
And then,
with the what is it? The donkey or whatever. And he's like helping the kid. He teaches the kid a bunch of... Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. It's just... Yeah. It's the same object of transportation.
It's basically a horse, but it's an ostrich.
Whatever. Sorry, I haven't seen it since it was on TV. So.
They did a joke in the Ba Sing Se episode because like the Earth King has a pet bear. It's just a bear.
Yeah.
And when they read that, they're like, "What do you mean, like a platypus bear? No, it's just a bear. It's not a skunk bear or anything." Which I don't know. Some of the animals are a bit lazy. They're just combining other animals together, but some of them are really cool. I don't know. I like a lot of the combinations, like the turtle ducks. So adorable.
I can't think of like. I don't know. You said there's bad combinations, but I couldn't think of like an animal in there that was bad.
I just think it's
lazy.
Kinda, because they're just doing the same thing for every animal, combining it with another one instead of coming up with an original animal.
What was Appa combined of? Oh, a bison, a flying, but sky bison. So he's flying bison.
Yeah, and then
I just thought he was his own animal.
I mean, he is. There's nothing like that.
Same with Momo.
Momo's like a bat combined with a lemur.
Yeah.
It's a flying lemur. It's basically a bat lemur.
He's basically Zaboom-a-Boom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But, I don't know. A lot of the animals are really cool. One of them was really bad, though. I mean,
The owl was kind of... I didn't like the owl.
The owl was a spirit, though. It wasn't an animal.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense, like, why he was so against... Wait, it was because they did something wrong. They ripped out the pages or whatever?
Well, Okay, so... he was worried that... Last time people were there, they used the information from the library in war.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want them to use it against someone, and they were using it. That's where they found out about the comet, or the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
They found out that, and they were going to use that for an invasion of the Fire Nation, which I'm not at that part yet. Because the invasion is still happening, but it's not the same since the Ba Sing Se fell.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different, but yeah.
That's kind of crazy that place falls.
Yeah.
What is their, I guess, kryptonite? Because, like, the eclipse would be the Fire Nations. The other eclipse was the Water Tribes. What was there? They don't have one?
I don't think so. Because they don't get their power from...
Any source. Yeah.
It's just from the earth. I guess
lack of earth.
Yeah.
Like Toph in the sand.
Yeah, although there are sandbenders. It's just like a different form of earthbending.
Yeah.
Like, those are the sandbenders. They're the ones that stole Appa.
I'm surprised that she didn't know how to do that.
I mean, I guess she's just never had to.
Yeah, but her parents are like it was like they were rich and they would have put her through everything to make her the best.
No, they didn't, though.
I thought that was the point.
That was a big thing that they didn't. They wanted her staying at basic levels.
Oh.
Like her
okay, that's why she went out to the thing.
She did it. She taught herself in secret, but she was kept at basic training.
Okay.
By her
parent,
or professor, or teacher, or whatever.
Yeah.
But she couldn't see.
Obviously. Well, yeah.
In the sand, because the way she saw was like sensing vibrations in the earth, but the sand shifts so much she couldn't. So she could sand bend, like she did throw sand at one point, but she couldn't like see what she
target
was doing,
it because there was no
Which was another thing I couldn't figure out about her, just like a side note. But when a rock is in the air, like it's thrown at her, how does she see it coming? Because she's still able to block stuff like that, but it's not touching the ground. So I think understand.
It's just because she knows where it came from.
I know, but they can change directions in the air.
Man, why break it down?
I think there's just a plot hole there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, there was a bad animal combination. There was a saber-toothed moose lion.
What episode was that?
It was in season 2. I'm trying to remember what else happened. That's when Aang first learned to earthbend. When Sokka got stuck in that hole all day. Yeah.
He is just... I hate that. Like, I didn't care for Sokka.
He starts out as not the best character.
He's just
his
so
annoying. Towards the end, though, is so good.
Yeah, the last part kind of saves him, but, like, the first... Yeah. Even when he meets his dad.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, oh, I'm kind of sick of Sokka.
What?
And then, like, after he met his dad, he changed. But I feel like it wasn't until that episode that he changed.
He's credited with a lot of stuff, though. Like, coming up with a lot of different strategies and stuff. He's actually been really...
No, I get that, but he was... You gotta admit, he was super annoying.
He was annoying in the beginning.
Like, I couldn't.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny that he's the only non-bender in the group.
I think it plays well with the group, though.
I mean, I know it has to be. There has to be someone there, I guess.
And technically, by the end, they have a group of 5. They have everybody.
Yeah. They have
an airbender, water, earth, fire, and then a Dawn.
Didn't they have someone else, too?
No. Not at the end. It was just them.
No, Suki joined them.
Well, I guess she would just be a normal, too.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have powers. She was just, like, trained in the art.
No, she was a warrior, but she wasn't...
Well, trained in the art of whatever that...
Fan fighting.
Yeah.
What is that called?
I don't know.
It was the Avatar before Roku.
I know, I can't think of... No, I thought it... Avatar... Oh, okay, whatever her name was, yeah.
Yeah, Kyoshi.
Yeah, the Kyoshi Warriors is what they are.
But, I don't know. It's been good. I remember why I liked it so much. It's a good show.
It is. I think the last 2 episodes, like, hold up as some of the best cartoon episodes in the past. I'd say the whole 2000s. Like,
You didn't
the
watch
ending
a lot of
to that.
cartoons that I've watched.
Well, yeah, that's true, I guess. Like, I didn't watch any cartoons.
I don't know if they're better than the Cadmus arc.
No, I'm just saying the last 2 episodes.
No, I know what you mean. I'm not there yet, first of all. But I do remember what happens.
It's just like, I don't know if you watch Gravity Falls, but like the last 2 episodes was like...
I was never the hugest fan of Gravity Falls. I did like it. I watched it every time it was on, but I didn't like follow and get into the lore and everything.
Oh, really? I loved that show. That was good. But yeah, Avatar was probably better.
Avatar is probably my favorite Nickelodeon cartoon.
I mean, what else was on Nickelodeon as a cartoon?
SpongeBob. Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, but I don't consider SpongeBob to really have a story.
No,
like Avatar
it's an
did.
episodic
Yeah.
show. Same with Fairly Odd Parents. That's an episodic thing. It's a new story every episode.
Yeah, except when they came out with the movies, then they did like... The movies were pretty sick. Did you ever watch those?
Yeah.
Where he was the chosen one or whatever?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Oh, and Jimmy Neutron was another.
The crossover one? Oh, no, just Jimmy Neutron.
The crossover one, but also I was just that's what I thought of it because he said in the movies.
Yeah.
But I don't. What other Nickelodeon shows were there around that time?
Cat Dog. Or is that?
That was Nickelodeon, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember very much about that. I don't know the lore of Cat Dog.
I didn't care for Cat Dog. It wasn't my thing.
I watched more Cartoon Network than Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
There was more on Cartoon Network.
There was Bill and Mandy and the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Johnny Test. Dexter's Laboratory.
Test.
Really?
Johnny
I like
Test
Johnny.
is so... Have you watched it recently?
I've watched every episode of Johnny Test.
It's so bad.
I don't know. I always thought it was just stupid funny.
No,
it was lame.
So bad.
Rugrats.
I never got into Rugrats.
I liked Rugrats.
I liked it when it was on, but I never really...
I never went back at it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I remember nothing about it.
And then All Grown Ups I've heard was bad, but I never watched it.
I never watched it.
And then Rocket Power, but that was Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I wasn't too big of a fan for Rocket Power.
I don't know. There's a lot of... I've watched a lot of Cartoon Network.
The Wild Thornberries. Oh wait, that was Nick.
That was Rugrats, wasn't it?
No, the Wild Thornberries is like it's the same art style as the Rugrats.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
But they're in the jungle.
Yeah, I never got into that. I saw
I
like,
hated that.
the beginning of it, like the first episode or something.
It was bad.
Yeah, I didn't like that art style that much. I'm just not a big fan of it. But
it was really ugly. It is an ugly art style.
Yeah.
And the face, like the way they look, is just awful.
Yeah, but Ben 10 was good. I don't know if you ever watched Ben 10.
I wasn't a fan of Ben 10.
Really?
Yeah.
The original
None
series,
of them. Like
the original series is so good.
Really?
It's so good. It's like, and then what was the next one? Next one was Alien Force, which is, it's all right.
Alien Force
Was the second show. Ben 10
Oh.
Alien Force, and then there was
Ben 10 Omnitrix?
Omnitrix was the fourth one.
Okay, yeah.
Which I never liked because the art style's so different. Which isn't to say anything about the story. I don't know. It's hard to get used to, and I've heard that it's decent.
Yeah,
once
but
you get used to the shift, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of. I think they're taking it too big scale. Personally, like I liked the first show, the original show. Is really good, and then it just sort of goes down from there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say I'd watch it, but I know I never will.
Well, I watch a lot of cartoons, so.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of anything.
See, that's your problem, man. I need to watch more Avatar after this.
You can watch more Avatar after this.
Well, there we go.
Easy peasy.
What do you watch?
Just a lot of YouTube, boring stuff on YouTube. And then just video game, tournaments and stuff like that. So, very lame, boring stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I watch lame, boring stuff, but it's in more of a comic book direction.
Yeah, but that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, it's still lame, boring stuff.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah.
I watched the whole DCAU stuff, all those cartoons. I can spend back to, other than Avatar, recently the only cartoons I watch are those shows, like the Superman, Batman, Justice League, those shows.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, we kind of right on the tail end of that when those shows were coming off, because like they ended in like 2006.
Yeah, so that would have just been like when we were old enough to understand cartoons.
Right. There were reruns that I think I saw, because there was I have vague memories of the original show, which was Unlimited ended in 2006, but the first 2 seasons were like 2001, 2002, which I know I couldn't have watched at that time, but I probably saw reruns of it because I have memories of those ones too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Those are my favorite cartoons are definitely within that universe, but I don't know.
You'd like the DC streaming service then.
They
have a lot of cartoons on there, like a lot of the cartoons, but it's just like they have no new movies, which is just terrible. And then the new shows are like, I personally like Titans, but if you don't like bad CGI, it's very aggressively bad. But it's like, I can get past that because I don't care.
That's why I can't get into live action.
Like the Arrow and stuff like that?
Yeah. Live action, like, superhero shows.
Well,
I can watch cartoons are a lot easier.
Yeah, but it's a lot different for a cartoon.
So budget-wise, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot less.
Easier.
Yeah.
With live action shows, they just don't have the budget to make it look good. Like, if it was like a movie budget, each episode, that would be amazing.
I think the story is what covers it, though. Like,
yeah, I get good writing and everything. It was just like, if you don't have the money to make it look the way it should, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's good still.
No,
I just can't get into it.
The only parts that was like bad was, when Rachel and, what is it?
I don't know.
Because she doesn't go by Raven in Teen Titans yet. She goes by Rachel. Because it's before anybody finds out who she is.
I guess.
Well, that's how it is. It like starts out.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah. But in Starfire doesn't. She's just learning her name at the end of season 1.
Her name's Starfire, or her real name?
She knows her real name, but like she also learns that she's Starfire by the end of it. But she does remember her sister.
Blackfire.
Yeah, which is really stupid how they introduce her into the show. But like, if you can get past, like I said, bad CGI, it's a really good show and it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a huge Teen Titans fan.
Oh.
In the comics, even. I mean, it's a weird group to do a live action show on.
I think it works. They did Doom Patrol.
I know,
in the episode where they crossed Doom Patrol and Teen Titans, like, none of the CGI looked bad. Like, it actually looked all good. Like, and all of them are weird characters, and it looked super good. And now I gotta watch it because I have the service, and I'm gonna finish the month out. But I will watch that.
I would watch Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol looks really cool.
From the one episode it was.
Did you ever watch Swamp Thing? I know they canceled it.
No, the guy at work said it was super bad. It was bad. They shot it weird. Like they shot it. How did he say they shot it? It wasn't traditionally shot. It was very. Oh, I think it was the camera moved around in the battle. Like it never cut. Like how we have cuts. It was like it followed the action.
It's kind of weird. It was like steady cam though. It wasn't like.
No, I think like if something shook, I think it shook too.
Oh.
I heard at least that's what if I remember correctly, yeah, he said it was very bad.
Huh. I've heard mixed.
No, badly shot. Badly shot.
Right. I've heard mixed on the story though. I don't know. I never like watched it. I was thinking about it.
They canceled that quick.
I know. Which
I think 3
weird,
episodes.
Because before the service came out, that was the show that I heard most hype about.
I think it was just because they botched it so bad. But I think Doom Patrol definitely picked up where that botched. And then they came out with the Young Justice too. Or the season. Whatever. You've seen it?
I've watched the season 3 or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like where it's going. And I try to get into it. But every episode is like... They're doing this thing with the internet. And like incorporating the internet and stuff. Like... Not Twitter, but they have like a knockoff Twitter.
But it's just like a bunch of 40-year-old people writing about the internet.
I know, it's a bunch of like older people writing like teenager life things, and it's like, it works. I mean, that's what they did in the first one,
Mm-hmm.
the first show. But they knew where to draw the line. There's so much technology and internet involved. It's like, I just want to watch superheroes fighting.
Yeah. I was never into Young Justice. But they might... I don't know. They still haven't. But they said they were going to bring back Teen Titans. Like the original
they did
cartoon.
At it, yeah.
Because they hinted at it at Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
They did a Teen Titans.
Versus Teen Titans Go. That was... I thought it was good.
I liked it.
I thought it was... Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
That was sweet. But
I like that.
how they brought together all the other Teen Titans, that was insane. I was like, what?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to see another Teen Titans.
Why? Because it won't be as good.
It won't be as good. Like, Young Justice isn't as good. Young Justice was... The original couple of seasons of Young Justice are solid.
Can you still go back and watch it?
I have.
Okay.
I went back and watched those before I saw the new... When I heard the new ones were coming out. I watched all the other ones before I watched the new ones. I do that every once in a while with cartoons that I remember being good, but I haven't seen in a while. I'll go back and try to watch it, which is what I did with Teen Titans. Yeah. And I couldn't. But what I heard about it is just the first episode is really rough. Yeah. It's not a bad episode, but it's an awful first episode. Yeah. For a show. Mm-hmm. But as it goes on, it picks up. Teen Titans is a lot like Avatar, because it's like, it's not quite anime, but it's definitely anime-esque. Yeah, for sure. Or anime-inspired. But it's Western animation, just done in like a anime style-ish. Yeah. Way, which I like, because I've never been able to get into any anime. That sucks that it can't hold up, though. Because I do want to watch it. Maybe it does. I didn't get very far into it. I did watch a few episodes, like, out of order, just to watch them. Mm. Like, episodes I remembered being good, and they still hold up. That's cool. But the first episode is just an awful start to the show. Because they're fighting basically a no-name villain, and it's like a one-off thing. Yeah. There's no story being set up or anything. It's just, it's bare bones introducing the characters. And it doesn't even do that well. It would be good as, like, a third or fourth episode. Mm-hmm. But as, like, the start of the show, I think it just doesn't feel right. Yeah. I don't know. It does set up some tension between characters, I think. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. I don't know. Yeah. What was the last cartoon you watched? Like, watched as in, like, the whole thing, or just in general? Oh, Jesus. It probably would have been Gravity Falls. How long ago was that? I think it ended... It wasn't after it ended. It was still on air? No, I watched through the whole thing. Right. But, like, once it stopped, I never... Like, I watched reruns, but I haven't watched cable in, like, 4 years. Well, we don't have cable here. No, but, like, I haven't watched cable in a couple years. I don't care for Netflix. I don't care for, like, Disney Plus or DC streaming service I just got because I wanted to watch Titans and finish it. Yeah. But last cartoon would have been Disenchantment Season 1 or F is for Family. I've wanted to watch Disenchantment, but I never have yet. It's very cheesy, but it's funny. It's like The Simpsons downscaled. Right. Yeah, that's what I heard. I think I might have started it, but I can't remember. I know I haven't really watched into it very much. It is. I think it's really good, but it does seem good. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of adult cartoons. I would definitely say it's still, like, besides for, like, her drinking problem, like, it's still, like, if they took that out, it would still be a very kiddie cartoon. Like, at least in my eyes. Like, if you took the drinking part out of it, like, it'd just be, like, a very kiddie cartoon. Okay. I don't know. I like complex stories, but I like it when they're forced into, like, that... There's that thing where they have to make it rated a certain way. Yeah. And I don't know. They take that away with shows like that, and I think it loses something. That, like... Because they're forced to be creative in how they explain these themes and stuff. Yeah. And that's what makes Avatar good. Yeah, but I feel like Avatar was built and known that it was going to be built around, like, that audience rating. Yeah. Where Disenchantment No, that's what I'm saying. when they take it away and they make it so that you can't do that. Like, you can do whatever you want now.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of laziness in there where they don't try to like have themes underneath things. It's all just they can do whatever they want, so they don't try to hide anything.
I know there was definitely it's okay. It's not like The Simpsons where it's episodic. Like the whole thing builds up to the end.
Right.
And like they go back from one episode and like re-explain something from another episode and show you how it really happened and stuff like that.
I'm not really complaining about the story. I'm just saying like story elements are like
lost when there's no parameters.
Yeah, they're all up front and there's nothing that's hidden. Like you don't have to look deeper into it to find like meaning that more adult themes and stuff. Which there was a lot of heavy adult themes in Avatar, but they managed to put them in there in a way that like a creative way so they could keep the rating, which a lot of shows that I liked do that. Because there's that forced level of creativity that working around certain parameters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So.
No, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. That's the same thing with like R-rated movies. I feel like there's a lot, like that's why I want to see a PG-13 Deadpool.
I feel like they just bleep it all out, like we said.
That would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
They could definitely play with that. They could play with PG-13 themes. Because if they do it right, I mean, they could do it lazy, like with what Venom did, where they shot it to be R, but then they just cut it out.
Okay, I don't think that was their intention, though. It was like they spent all the money to make it R, and then someone came in and they were like, you can't make it R. And then they were like, well, now we can't re-spend all the money again because we already used all the money and we can't redo it, so we have to do this.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about R-rated movies since they've proved that they can still make lots of money, like Logan and Deadpool did.
I mean, they were both really good, so I can't. And
the
Joker.
And Joker, but I feel like people are gonna see that and take the wrong lesson from it.
Oh,
because like the story was great in those, but they weren't great because they were rated R.
Yeah, that just added to it.
Right, and I feel like filmmakers might take the wrong message and say they make it R, that'll make it better, but it won't necessarily.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like I never want to see an R-rated Spider-Man. It doesn't fit the character. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
So, I don't know.
It's still a good show.
What show?
Disenchantment.
Oh yeah.
Even though it doesn't have a rating to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about getting into it. I watched Futurama. That was done by the same guy.
Really?
I think so, wasn't it?
I don't know. I never watched Futurama.
Yeah.
Oh, the last show I would have watched was Final Space.
Oh.
Which is an off-brand.
Never watched it, but I've heard of it.
I think it's really cool. It's just again, it's the same thing. It has a huge story to it, though.
I never liked Rick and Morty. I don't know how you felt about that.
It's okay. I thought Rick and Morty was funny. I definitely think obviously everybody at this point does. The fan base kind of took it over and ruined it.
Yeah.
But like it's Rick and Morty, not as extreme in the like language or like the out there-ness. It's just a guy who's stuck in space prison and he has a robot for a friend. Or two robots. The computer, which is named Hugh, who like runs the ship, and then you have like what is it? Oh, it's to keep you from going insane. I don't know the name of it, but like companion robot that follows you around and keeps you from going insane. And that's obviously just an annoying character that he hates, and he's like, get out of my way. And then Hugh is like the one that's more like grounded, and he's just a funny space guy. And it's a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, most of the shows I watch, cartoons-wise, are all based on comic book characters.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not against watching a show like that. I just never really got into it. I don't know. I've never really wanted to get in Rick and Morty.
I'd avoid. It's funny. Like it's a funny, stupid show.
Of it,
yeah.
And I found some of it funny, but a lot of it is just like. I don't know. It hits that same place that Big Mouth does, and where it's just scenes.
I don't think so. I definitely think Big Mouth is just awful.
No, I'm saying it's in the same realm though.
Oh yeah.
Lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it just doesn't appeal to me. as a show.
I'd give, if you can, just give Final Space a try. It's a cool show.
At some point. I gotta finish my Avatar binge first.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably go back to... Before Avatar, I binged Green Lantern. And then before that, I for the past couple years before that, I was binging all of Superman, Batman, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
There's like hundreds of episodes that I've watched of those multiple times.
That's funny. I couldn't. I don't think I could do that.
It took a long time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Especially right now with this, because I'm doing it after work every day. So I watch like 5 or 6 episodes, but like I can't stay up too late. So I don't know. I was up till like 1 last night watching Avatar because I wanted to finish. The second season, and then I was like, well, I'm still up, so I'll watch a few episodes into the third one because I didn't want to stop. But
so you're almost done with it.
I'm like 3 episodes into the third season.
That's not bad.
So yeah, but the third season is where everything ties up, and it's really satisfying. From what I remember, it's been a little while since I've watched that, but last time I watched it before this was when it was still on Netflix. Whenever that was, because they took it off a while ago.
I didn't even know it was on Netflix.
It was for a long time.
Really?
That's when I last time I watched it before this current binge, which is why I don't remember so much about it, or I didn't remember so much about it. Like a bunch of these episodes, I don't even remember, but they're such solid episodes. What was one that I just watched? I don't know. Do you have a favorite episode that you remember?
I don't know. I do. Like I said, the last 2 were always my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another
satisfying one. Endings.
Yeah, because I just like the, like, what is it? It's Iroh's his name, right? No, that's Uncle Iroh, who's Ozai.
Violet Ozai.
Yeah, I really liked how, like, he was just insanely strong and everything. And then I do like the Katara and Zuko fighting Azula, and when she's just going like absolutely insane. And that was always my favorite. That scene is probably one of the best from the shows, is her just breaking down. Mm-hmm. To me, at least.
Yeah, that's a satisfying ending of her character, because I hated her.
Yeah.
For so long.
Well, how do you feel about them doing the new live action one? Same writers as the original Avatar, and they're not just like casting people from one place. They're going all around the world to cast this to fit people who would fit the slots perfectly.
Where is it going to take place? I don't know what's the plot idea. Is it a new show?
No, it's continuing. So basically,
is it between this and Legend of Korra? I don't understand.
No, from what I understood, it was they're gonna redo the show. But it's going to elaborate on characters that you didn't get. Like, it's not going to change the main story of the original show. It's going to elaborate on characters more that you didn't know about and give them more time on screen with different episodes, but not take away from the main story. So you'll probably learn about, like, what happened to the princess. Or the Northern Water Tribe princess. And, like, her life. And you'd probably get a backstory on that and stuff like that. And
so it'll be just... it'll take place in the same world.
Yeah.
At the same time, but like side shows, like side stories.
Yeah, because I think the leaked, like, set pictures of it was Ozai sitting in the throne. And it was the whole fire room, and it looked pretty sweet. From just, like, all they had was, like, the chair on the pedestal and, like, the staircase down and, like, a runway to it, because the rest was probably CGI'd or green screened on. Mm-hmm. But, like, just that, like, the way they had the pictures, it looked really cool.
I would be excited. The writing, I'm not worried about. What I am worried about, every time they adapt an animated thing to live action, it always
loses something.
There's stuff you can do in animation that you can't do in live action.
Yeah.
There's definitely things that'll be lost. I mean, it'll still be a good show, I'm sure. And there's things you can do in live action that you can't do in animation. But I don't know, like.
The budget's definitely going to play a big effect in it.
Yeah, I don't know what the budget's going to be like in this new one.
Yeah, that's going to be the big problem. It's going to turn it from, like, something garb to something really good. It's just the CGI in it.
Yeah. I mean, good writing is always appreciated.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah.
as long as writing's good, I'll still enjoy it. But I feel like if the budget isn't there,
Mm-hmm.
why don't they just do another animated show?
I mean, they can continue it at book 4 or whatever.
Well, yeah, I guess. Because, well, each of the books were the different elements. Because there's water, earth, and fire. So I guess the fourth one would be air. But like,
No, the fourth one I thought talks about Azula. It's Azula's story. No, the book.
There's only 3 seasons of the original Avatar.
No, but like they wrote an ending to the show.
Oh.
For Azula's character, there's an ending in a book.
Oh, the book itself.
Like the book itself, not the
right.
animation.
Not the show. I mean, yeah. I guess they could do that. They could just continue the animated show. But I guess they really can't do too much because they already did Legend of Korra. So there's kind of spoils where everything ends up.
No, I don't think so at all.
Well, all the characters, we know where they ended up.
Well, yeah, they all die. Well, I guess you do know where they all end up because
Yeah, they all were. Well, we know where they were before they died and how everything was peaceful for them at the end.
yeah, but like I don't know, you still get to see Azula's trip and like what she went through.
She goes to prison now.
They get her out in the book.
I don't know.
And they find her mother.
I thought they found her mother in the.
Nope.
Oh no! Yeah, she was banished, but like she was presumed dead. I don't know.
I don't think she was banished. She ran away.
I'm pretty sure she was banished. I'm not there yet in the binge.
Yeah.
But I do know in the flashback scene before she left, Azula was taunting Zuko, saying that Ozai's father, whatever his name was, Azula was named after him, so I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah.
It was similar to Azula.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying that Ozai must feel the same pain that Iroh felt because Iroh lost his son.
Yeah.
So, and she was taunting him, saying that that Zuko was gonna have to be killed. But instead of that, I thought that's why their mother was banished.
Oh. I don't know.
Was like the punishment for suggesting that Iroh not be given his birthright as Fire Lord.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But then Ozai became Fire Lord anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Through his father's dying wish, apparently, was what they said at his coronation. Which I don't know if he was legitimately, like, actually wanted him to be Fire Lord. Because, like, when he brought it up, like, his father was not keen on him being the successor. He still wanted Iroh to be the next Fire Lord.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what changed his mind, or if he just Ozai forced him to.
Probably.
Because he sort of, I don't know. Which yeah, it probably was, but I don't know if they ever elaborated on it. I don't remember them doing that, at least.
I know they elaborate on what happens to his mother, their mother, which is from what I've just listened to a recap of the book. It was pretty cool. It was definitely a twist, but it was just wish they would have made this into the TV show. But then it would have definitely fell flat compared to the 3rd season. With the way it ends, it's it would have to be like a reboot, not a reboot of the show, but if I was the people creating it, it makes sense that they stop there because the next book wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah. I feel there's always the idea of a prequel.
Yeah.
Following a different avatar.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, that could be cool. I mean, they showed stuff about, they showed stories about Avatar Kyoshi, what she did, and Avatar Roku, what he did.
Yeah, when they were climbing up the racing up the mountain and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was when, they showed about how, Kyoshi separated Kyoshi Island from the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't dive into their backstories very much. And there's like there's hundreds of past avatars.
Yeah.
So there's definitely more stories that could follow other avatars, but I feel like Aang was sort of the one that mattered the most because he was right at the end. Like he disappeared right as the Great War started.
Yeah, and he was a kid.
Yeah.
In comparison to all the other ones, did great things when they were adults.
Yeah. Which was a main theme in that show because all his masters were kids. Like they had that one waterbender, Paku, whatever his name was, when they went to the Northern Water Tribe.
Yeah. Okay.
But he didn't. But he trained Katara more than Aang.
Yeah.
And they had to leave. They weren't there very long, so Katara was basically his waterbending master. And then he tried to have Boomy be his earthbending teacher.
But he was insane.
But I think Boomy comes back at the end. Remember?
Yeah, but
he could have been a good teacher. But
it was already so much he already learned that it would. He was already past that point.
I think he said that he had to find someone else though, because he was still trapped. When last time I saw him, well, he wasn't trapped, but he was like in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Zuko was his firebending teacher.
Yeah.
So all of his masters were young, which it was an interesting choice. Which is, I don't know. That's part of. I guess that sort of ties into the whole youth theme.
Did they ever go over why Azula had blue?
I don't think they ever explained it.
That's why I always wanted to know.
She just wants to be different. I feel like other ones could do that if they really wanted to, because it's just hotter fire.
Or is it different for the show? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because she was one of the only people who could do lightning.
No, Iroh could do lightning. Ozai could do lightning. Just Zuko couldn't do it. It was like a big thing. A lot of
I guess
can't, but
the two main ones like Iroh and Ozai could, but like her doing it was a lot different than any other character you've seen.
Yeah.
Because didn't she do it the first time you saw it?
I think the first time we saw it, she did. Yeah, but she wasn't like, she didn't invent it or anything.
No, yeah.
It's a difficult level of firebending because it's.
Because wasn't Zuko trying to learn it from
Iroh? Trying to teach him, but it's.
Because he learn because he shoots it back at Azula. Yeah.
But he doesn't learn how to create it.
No, that's what I meant. Like he learned something to redirect.
Yeah, Iroh taught him how to redirect it, but he never learned how to create it. But redirecting, it's a big thing because Iroh made that up. That was his move. Iroh was the only one that was able to redirect it.
Oh.
That was so. Iroh only showed Zuko, so they're the only two that can do that. I think Aang learned at one point though. I feel like Zuko taught him.
I feel like somebody gets hurt because Zuko does it. Zuko hurts Katara somehow.
No.
Or Aang.
When Azula is fighting Zuko and Katara, Zuko taunts her saying, "Why don't you shoot some lightning at me?" And then, or something like that. And she doesn't. She shoots it at Katara instead of him. So he dives in front of her, and he starts to redirect it, but he doesn't do it right and hurts himself.
Okay.
That's what takes him out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she shot it at him, he'd be fine.
But it was because he shot it at her. I definitely thought they were gonna do Zuko and Katara.
What do you mean?
As a love story.
Oh well, I knew, I saw it coming.
But they never did.
At the same time, I knew it had to be him and Aang. Or
him and Aang. Her and Aang, yeah. No, but I saw that and I was like, I don't know. I could see it. It's better.
Zuko's with May.
That's true. At the end.
Yeah. They were together before the end. They're together now. In the show. The start of third season. As soon as Zuko.
Oh, when they're at the beach, that's when she decides to be with him, right?
No, she was with him before he was like. She had a thing for him.
No, I mean like actually with him though.
Well, once when he teams up with Azula in Ba Sing Se, they capture the Avatar, or kill the Avatar, and he goes back to Fire Nation. They're together.
Okay. Yeah.
But like they're together on the way back even right away. So they end up together. Suki and Sokka end up together.
And Katara and Aang.
Katara and Aang. And Toph is Toph.
Toph's blind.
Yeah, she's fine.
She was very fine on her own.
Yeah, she's sort of a solo act the entire show. I don't know. I don't know. Did she might have been with someone, like, off screen, like, between this and Korra.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember enough about that show to know where she ended up.
Just watch the first season after you finish Avatar.
Probably will. And if I enjoy it, I might continue from there, but I don't see myself enjoying it enough to watch a full 4 seasons.
At least watch the first 5 episodes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll watch the first episode, and then I'll see, and I'll just see what happens. Because sometimes I just, like, keep going if it feels right. And if it doesn't feel like I want to keep watching it, at some point I'll stop, which I have done, which is why I couldn't rewatch Teen Titans. I tried. I really did. But every once in a while, I'll just go back and watch a show like that, like I did with Ben 10. When they came out with a new show, the brand newer one, when I heard about that, I went back and rewatched the first show, just because it was on my mind, and it really holds up. And that's sort of why I started doing this with a lot of older shows. So there's not a whole lot of big story shows like Ben 10 and Avatar.
Right now would be Disenchantment, Final Space. Rick and Morty is more episodic, but there is a story to it, I guess. What else? F is for that's more episodic. I'm trying to think of Netflix ones right now.
I don't know.
I can't think of any.
So I'm saying there's not a whole lot. Episodic shows, especially like kids shows, are all episodic now. There's not a whole lot of... Because kids shows, writers seem to have... I mean, it's not really writers, it's companies sort of push more just to make more money.
Yeah, because I was going to say episodic shows don't have to end.
Right.
And you could still tell the story in an episodic show. Like, Fairly Odd Parents told a story.
Right. But it wasn't... You could jump in at any episode
and still know what's going on.
Yeah. Which that's all about marketing with shows. It's harder to market a show that you have to know what's going on and be invested in. Because people that aren't invested in it
don't care.
They won't. Yeah, they won't want to. Like, they'll start watching it and they're like, well, they got to watch 2 seasons before they know what's going on. And they don't want to have to do that.
That's what lost me. Like, the part in Fairly Odd Parents, even though I think I've watched it all, the part that lost me was when they got the dog.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care about the dog.
They just wanted to change the status quo.
Yeah. No, but, like, when they had the baby, like, Poof, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, there's a new little Fairly Odd Parents, this little baby Poof. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And then, like, right when they brought the dog, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
That's when the show went downhill. At least I think when they brought the dog on.
I barely have memories of the dog.
It was because it was bad, and I think it was the last season because that show's over.
Yeah, that show's over. All the good shows are over. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I also watched, like, more Zoe 101, iCarly, Ned's Declassified.
Ned's Declassified is a solid show.
Zoe 101 is definitely the best out of those style shows.
I don't know. I don't remember that much about Zoe 101. I know I watched it, but I don't have a whole lot of memory about it. Nickelodeon had a lot more live-action shows. Oh, Cartoon Network had live-action shows. They were awful.
I don't even remember any.
They were really bad. They had, what was one of them? It was like, Destroy, Build, Destroy. You don't remember that?
Yeah, and then they had Hole in the Wall, was it?
Exactly.
Or is that Nickelodeon?
No, that was Cartoon Network.
Hole in the Wall was pretty funny.
Well, that's a show that exists. That's a Japanese.
It was Japanese,
show.
Yeah.
They did it here, a new one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Disney kind of had the handle on the live action shows, though.
Disney had.
It had. I didn't care for them, but it had, like, That's So Raven, which I didn't care about. Cory in the House, which I didn't care about. Right. Wizards of Waverly Place, I was not a fan of.
What?
It was like a okay show.
That show.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Loved that show.
The only thing I liked was like the movie episodes they did of it.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
That was really good. Sweet Life on Deck I liked.
Not as much.
I liked Jesse. That was a cool show.
I like Jesse.
And then
good.
What was the other one? Oh, Dog with a Blog was okay. What was the one before that? Oh, it's the big one. It's the biggest one. Good Luck Charlie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I didn't forget it. I just couldn't think of the name.
Right. Good Luck Charlie was good. Wizards of Waverly Place was great. They were both. Those were probably my two favorite Disney live action shows. What else did they have? They had a bunch. Disney Channel movies are always good too. I don't know. Disney Channel was like the best of both worlds of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. That was not intentional.
A Hannah Montana reference?
Yikes,
dog.
That was not an intentional reference.
That was pretty good,
I'll
though.
take credit for it.
That was good.
But it was sort of the best of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network together. They had great cartoons and also great live action shows. Because they had like Phineas and Ferb and Kim Possible and what was another one they had? What were the other? There was another big one.
Yeah, I was just thinking Gravity Falls, but that's Disney XD.
Well, it's still Disney.
Yeah.
And was it? I thought Disney XD was
It was like 13 and up. Was the reason for it.
But they played stuff from regular Disney because I never had Disney XD, but I've seen Gravity Falls.
Really? Because Disney XD was the only thing. I thought it was supposed to be like 13 plus was Disney XD.
I've never had Disney XD, but I've seen Gravity Falls and I've seen a lot of. I think what they did was before Disney XD was created, all these shows were on Disney. And they moved some of them over there for later seasons, but the first few seasons were still on Disney, which is maybe why.
Oh, Fishtails. I hated that show.
Awful. That was a bad point.
Dude, can you believe the guy who made Gravity Falls made that show?
I didn't know that.
Alex Hirsch. He was the main fish in it, and I hated that show.
Was awful.
It was garb.
I mean, I watched anything when I was a kid, to be honest.
Really? I wouldn't. I wouldn't watch that. I wouldn't watch Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I hated that show.
It was scary.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it.
It was brutal.
But, I liked Chowder. I liked Flapjack. Two of my favorite cartoons all time.
Hot take right there.
Flapjack is amazing, and I can still watch Flapjack.
Yeah, I didn't care for either of those.
Greater than SpongeBob.
Okay. Simmer down there. I don't think so. But, yep. Agree to disagree on that one.
I don't know how you can not like Flapjack.
I just thought it was so weird and I hated it.
That's why I loved
And like
it.
when they went into like zoom in on somebody.
It was so good.
And then like all the guys wanting to touch Flapjack, that was just even worse. It was just gross. I don't even want to think about it.
You bringing it up is hilarious. I don't know. Flapjack was good. This shaped my childhood.
That's good. That's good.
That's how